Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. You know what it is, it's TBTV. I'm here with Paula Swearengin. And this is someone who my audience said, Tim, you need to meet this person. And just so happens she's here and we get to meet in person. So that's one of the powers of the People's Summit. Paula, I heard a lot about West Virginia, what's going on there, and you're an outspoken proponent for change in that state. Talk to me about that.
Yes, sir. We're oppressed in West Virginia. Our leadership is not people serving, they're corporate serving. Joe Manchin is not a Democrat. I don't even think he's a Republican. I think he's a coal industry servant. I have been a social justice activist for years. We've been fighting for clean water, we've been fighting for clean air, and we've been fighting for clean economic infrastructure in West Virginia. And our leaders are not taking care of us, and that's not more than just Joe Manchin. Shelley Moore Capito, Evan Jenkins. One of the biggest polluting coal barons in West Virginia now is my Democratic governor. I'm a single mom. I've been fighting for years, and I'm sick and tired of having to beg for basic human rights. We are divided in West Virginia because we live under a singular industry economy, and our leaders are not looking to develop any kind of economic development there, and they're not looking to get rid of the pollution. The Industrial Revolution was built on the backs of coal miners,
Absolutely.
Their families, and surrounding communities. I come from a long line of coal miners. My grandpa spent 45 years in the coal mines, and I watched him suffocate to death. I buried my daddy at 54 years old. I've seen my uncle suffocate with black lung, and I've seen my stepdad suffer with heart disease and black lung.
All diseases, conditions developed while working as coal miners, correct?
Yes. And now what's happening with the water pollution from mountaintop removal, slurry injections, slurry impoundments, Jim Justice is putting silica dust in my children's lungs 3 miles from my house. And what's happening in West Virginia, we've been divided for basic human rights like food and water. And we are tired. In West Virginia, we've had an awakening, especially with Donald Trump, because Bernie Sanders won the primaries in West Virginia, but then Donald Trump won the vote because he was promising jobs. We've got a bad reputation for that, but I want America to understand that people are starving in West Virginia. The market is down with coal. We don't have nothing else. I've lived the progression and regression of coal. I went through that coal worship of being proud to be a coal miner's daughter, so I had to taste those tears and bury my family members. I'm not a friend of coal anymore, and our leaders are not friends of coal miners. They're friends of coal barons. And how dare them bid a coal miner's daughter against the current workforce? I'm ready to stand up as an ordinary person. I've learned that there's a movement that I didn't even know I was a part of. I went a long time begging. Then I realized that people were out there were wanting to fight just as hard as me. This is probably one of the scariest things that I ever did, but our leadership has proven to us that they are more than unqualified to make decisions for West Virginians. And West Virginia is rising up, and we're going to invest in ourselves. Trillions of dollars have went out of our state for coal, and we have not seen any of that kickback in our communities. We need to invest in a good economic infrastructure. We need to care about our environment and be good neighbors, because we are the headwaters to the eastern seaboard. So what's happening to us is happening to other people too. You have seen all over the country what's happened with Flint, Standing Rock, and West Virginia. The media will give us a spotlight, but then people will forget about us.
Absolutely.
So West Virginia is going to stand up now and invest for ourselves. We have dealt with generation after generation of cultural genocide, and we have fought labor struggles and won, and that's not going to end with this generation. I refuse for my children to inherit the legacy of being buried miles deep in a coal mine and them having silica dust in their lungs right now. Silicosis should not be a concern for our children and their lungs. And coal miners deserve clean water, and the people in the northern panhandle of West Virginia don't deserve fracking as their only base of economy. We can have green technologies in West Virginia. We can have windmills and solar panels, and we can manufacture them. And mountaintop removal sites, they're not fit for a rattlesnake, but one thing that can grow on mountaintop removal sites is hemp. We are going to invest in ourselves. After years and years of that cultural genocide, we've laid that platform for America that we have been collateral damage, but that ain't going to happen no more. People need to look at us now because we are setting an example. I'm primary in Joe Manchin. We've got other people that are looking at the other congressional seats. And Shelley Moore Capito and Evan Jenkins and Jim Justice need to watch what's happening because they're next. They're next. We are taking our government back by the people, for the people. I am a proud Appalachian woman. I am not worshiping that black rock. I will serve my people. We settled there before the coal industry did. It is genocide, it is murder, and we are not going away.
I love it, I love it. Paula Swearengin,
yes,
she's
sir.
running against Manchin.
Yes, sir.
Manchin sounds to me to be just another corporate Democrat.
Yes,
is that correct?
Absolutely. And his daughter is the CEO for Mylan Company, and that is his second top donor is Mylan. You can follow the money trail and you can figure out why West Virginians are dying. People are dying in West Virginia. We live in a sacrifice zone, and it's unacceptable anymore. This nation has been bowered by the blood of our people, and Joe Manchin he's fired. He said if we don't like it, we can primary him. I told him we deserve clean and safe jobs, and he told me we would have to agree to disagree. Disagreeing is not an option. Our children's future is not for sale.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Now, do me a favor, tell everybody where they need to go to find out more about what you're doing.
You can find me at Paula Jean 2018 on Facebook and Twitter, PaulaJean 2018, and my website is paulajean2018.com. And I want to mention I am running with brand new Congress and Justice Democrats. We are not corporate funded, we are people funded. I have launched, and in 1 month we have gotten $80,000 for this campaign. We're a year out. We don't need their money. We need votes. We're not a federal PAC. We're a super PAC. We are funded by the people. We are bigger than our government, and it's time for them to take it back. And I am not going to line my pocketbooks. I am going to fight for our children.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Paula, for sharing time with us. I appreciate you. You have my support. Guys, go to Paula Jean 2018.
Yes, sir.
.com.
Thank you.
Check me out later. I'll talk to you.